What's up everyone, I'm Azaria and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my senior year and giving some advice to this year's incoming seniors. Sorry if you guys hear a bunch of background noise. I have Jacob in here, he's playing video games, and then I also have Chloe in the room with me. For the video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys things that happened to me during my senior year and giving some advice so that way hopefully you guys can have a successful senior year. This can be helpful for the class of 2023 or even future seniors. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give you guys a quick fit check. My outfit is from Shein. So it's basically this black crop and skirt set that I got. I got this on clearance for like $6. It has like this cute little white lines on it and it has like a little slit in the skirt. I got this from Shein once again. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check it out. I'll put the link in for the outfit in the description. My lashes are also from Shein, so if you guys want them as well, I will also have the link for that in the description. Alright guys, so to get into this video, I'm gonna let you guys know that any of the advice I give, it doesn't always work for everybody. It's just based on my personal experience and things that I regret, or maybe things that I did that I think I did really well. So you don't have to follow my advice. Just like if someone says their opinion about something, you don't have to listen to it. That's basically how I want you guys to take it. If you guys hear something that you think could be useful for you, then take it as you will. So for my story time, I'm gonna take time to talk about each semester, obviously starting off with semester 1. Semester 1 was a pretty quick semester for me, so there's not much really I could talk about for that, so I'm just letting you guys know. I'm probably going to talk about that way less than I will talk about semester 2. For semester 1, from August to December, to start off, I was on the varsity cheerleading squad. So prior to the start of school, I was doing summer workouts and training and stuff like that. For the season, that was like one of like the best and worst parts of semester 1. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of like issues with the squad. And half of the girls ended up leaving the squad for a bunch of personal reasons on their end. And it was like a big thing. So if you guys ever want to hear me talk more about that, I can do a whole story time based on my experience as a cheerleader. So if you guys want that, let me know down in the comments if you want to hear about that. But I was on the squad from August to November. Season was from September to November, but all throughout August we were still doing practices and everything like that. But besides cheer, I also was president of Elevate. It's a club at my school that was a Christian Fellowship Club, and I had been doing that since I was a freshman. So there was a lot of stuff with that club as well. I was the president junior and my senior year, and senior year about like December-ish, I left the club, and after me leaving, the entire club basically fell apart. I really did enjoy being in that club, but this year things just didn't go well, and it just ended up ruining my experience, so I left. My education during semester 1 was pretty good. Since I was on the cheer squad, I had to maintain good grades anyways, so my grades were A's and B's throughout first semester. My attendance was also good, except for like near the end, in December, about like a week before winter break. I missed that entire week because at my school, because of COVID, if you like had any type of like thing going on with you, if you had like stomach cramps, even if they were menstrual cramps, or like a stomach ache, a headache, the slightest thing, sneezing, coughing, if you miss school for any reason like that, or you go to the nurse's office for any reason like that, they make you stay home for a week to make sure you don't have COVID, and you can only come back if the week has passed or you show them proof that you taken a negative test. So I don't remember if I like stayed home and then they made me stay or whatever, but I ended up missing the whole last week. But I still passed with pretty good grades for my first semester. Overall, I was a person who was really involved with school activities. I loved doing things at school. I loved being like very school pridey and stuff like that. Like I was very, very into all of that. I went to even before, like without doing cheer, I also went to like every single game that I could, because I was in journalism, and when you're in journalism you get like free access to the games, so you can like do reports and stuff on them. So I went to most of the games and did reports on them, and it was really fun being able to go to the games and seeing all like the school spirit and being a part of that. It was one of the best things of being in high school and one of like the highlights of my high school career. I did cheer my freshman and my senior year. I tried to do it my sophomore and junior year, but sophomore year things didn't work out because my mom didn't allow me to do cheer, and then junior year obviously we were in the pandemic, so I didn't want to do it and risk getting my family sick from doing that. So I just didn't do it those years, but I was still pretty involved with school. I knew the most of the cheers since I was on cheer my freshman year, so I would always do the cheers at the games and stuff like that. And I would always do, like, we had Fridays were like Patriot Pride days, so you would wear red, white, and blue because we were the Patriots, so we wore red, white, and blue every Friday to show our school spirit and pride. And I participated in that all the time, every single year. So my senior year was my sister's freshman year, and that was the first time that we were together at the same school after like years of being at different schools, because she was still obviously in middle school. And I was really happy about it. Me and her were like basically inseparable besides our classes, because we obviously had different classes. So we both were with each other at like every single lunch. We sat next to each other on the bus to school and after school, and we're just with each other 24/7 when we were like school, not in class though. After about a month and a half of school, my sister switched to doing school online for personal reasons. So after she left, I was pretty alone because I like always hung out with her, and then Jacob didn't go to that school anymore. I had friends that I could talk to in every single one of my classes, but it wasn't like I wasn't really close to anybody there. I had I had friends, yes, and I had people that I talked to basically on a daily basis, but I wasn't like really like close to someone where I could like hang out with them all the time. I had my little lunch group, and then I had my friends in each class and stuff, and then other than that, that's how it was. But overall, my first semester was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, and it went by pretty fast. On to second semester. Second semester was very, very long, and there was so much stuff that happened. One of the things that I really like dealt with in like the beginning of semester 2 was I got a lot of like backlash from people that I didn't really know about my engagement, because obviously going into semester 2 we were leaving winter break, and Jacob proposed to me on December 25th, so on Christmas Day, like during winter break. And then when I went back, I had so many supportive friends who were congratulating me, and thank God for them. They are literally the best people ever because they're so sweet and caring and supportive, and it's nice to have that. But I did hear crap from people as well from it, like obviously like too young comments and stuff like that. And I did hear a lot of like backlash from people who were like just saying things that didn't even have to do with like that didn't really make a difference. Like they were making fun of me, making fun of my fiance and everything, and they were just being super, super disrespectful and all that, and I just had to deal with that. Literally, like the first day coming back from school, I walked into my first hour class to this girl that I knew who was talking to my teacher about my engagement. I don't necessarily know if she was saying anything positive or negative, because I walked in and she was like, so my teacher had like the seating chart on the smart board, and she was pointing at my picture and she was like, oh, you know, she got engaged, blah, blah, and stuff like that. And like that's all I really know what she was saying. I don't know if she was saying anything prior to me walking into that room, but that's all I heard.
Yeah,
that shit was
told me she like turned around and saw you and stuff.
Yeah, and like when she turned around and looked at me, like she was like oh yeah, show her your ring, like blah, blah, blah. Obviously, like all the stuff that I was dealing with that like was really annoying, and got like it became to be too much at times. But I never let it get to me, because I love Jacob and I didn't want them making comments ruining my special moment. I had the people that were supportive and who were congratulating me, and that's all I really cared about. That was like the only thing that I can like, I don't even know if that counts as drama, but that's like the most drama that I like had personally with me. I was in like this group of friends that ended up having a bunch of drama with each other. That's apparently started at prom, but to me it sounded like it was something that was like built in, because there was with these two girls who had been friends for years, and to me it seemed like a situation that was built in, that like like that was just waiting to come out, and prom just like hit that edge for them, and it just sparked a lot of drama. I wasn't necessarily like involved in it, but I was like talking to, like, I had a friend specifically in that group that like I was talking to, and we talked about it basically every day, like joking about it and stuff like that. So that wasn't personal drama with me, that was a friend drama. I had issues with the girl that she was like having this drama with for other reasons, but it like nothing ever happened with it. I kept drama like personally with me away from me for my senior year. I didn't want to deal with that kind of stuff. Obviously, like with my friends, I was laughing and joking about it, but it had nothing to do with me. So at the end of the day, I didn't care. I stood by my friend and was there for her when she needed me to, and that was it. Now that was like the personal aspect of semester 2. There wasn't much to that. All the stuff with semester 2 really had to do with my education and my attendance, which was awful in semester 2, and I'll get into that. So basically the first week of school, going back from winter break, was 4 days long, and the first 2 days were the only days of the week that I was there. It was a Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the rest of the week I wasn't there. The following week, I had been out the entire week because I got pneumonia, so I missed that entire week of school. Alright guys, so the camera died, so yeah, as I was saying. So the following week, on that Monday, I went to school. The weekend prior to that Saturday and Sunday, my cousins were over, and one of my cousins happened to be like really sick. So at school I felt completely fine, and then afterwards, me, Jacob, and another friend of mine named Keisha, we went to go check out this wedding venue, and while we were there I started to feel really sick. I had a really bad headache and a sore throat. I got home and my sister and my mom were feeling the same way. So the next day, me and my sister didn't do any school. I didn't go to school, and she didn't log on to her school. And my mom works from home, so she still did work. And later on that day, we were all like sitting in my mom's room talking about how like bad we felt. And my mom got a text message from my aunt saying that my cousin had COVID. So basically for the rest of that week, I was out of school. And then it went on for like, I want to say like a month, where I would go to school on a Monday and then not be at school for the rest of the week. And obviously my lack of attendance affected my grades really bad. All of January and all of February I was missing school a lot, and then it wasn't until March till I like thought that I had to get myself together and fix myself up. So I started going to school and started focusing on my grades and fixing them. I would stay after school long hours and even work in other classes on certain assignments that like were very serious and big projects and stuff like that, so that way I could try and get my grade up. My senior year I was taking Spanish 3-4 because I wanted to get like one of the highest diplomas for my school, which required 2 years of a language, and also for getting into colleges, most of them require you to have 2 years of a language. So I was taking Spanish for my second year, my senior year, and because of me missing so much and it being a whole nother language that I have to learn, I decided to drop the class so that way I could focus on my core classes that I needed in order to just graduate like with a standard diploma. I didn't completely drop like that teacher's class. I ended up becoming a teacher's assistant for the same class, and so I had my first, second, and third hour were all classes that I needed to graduate, and then my fourth hour I had lunch, fifth hour I had that class where I was a teacher assistant, and then I had my 6th hour and 7th hour. Well, the reason I didn't completely drop that teacher's class was because like one, I didn't really have that option to. My counselor talked to me and said that it would be hard for me to get into a classroom that late in the year, and then 2, I really enjoyed being in that teacher's class. He was an amazing teacher, and he really helped me out throughout my senior year. He was very supportive, very helpful. He even helped me with some of my classes that that weren't even his subject that he was teaching. So I really owe him a lot. He was such an amazing teacher, and he also was very supportive personally, not just with school and everything. He gave me great advice, and he was a really good person to talk to. Him and my counselor were very, very helpful. My counselor obviously was helpful all 4 years of my high school career, especially the end of like my junior year and then end of my senior year. And then that teacher that I TA'd for, he was a very, very like important part of my senior year and was always there for me. I was like in his classroom all the time, before school and after school. Luckily, I was able to get all of my grades up. They weren't as great as my semester 1 grades, but they were still passing grades, and I was able to graduate on time successfully and stuff. So I am happy that I was able to do that, but it was really, really hard in the end. So the first piece of advice I'm going to give off to you guys is do not slack, because it is super, super easy for you to slip, especially during your senior year, and one tiny little mistake can cost you graduation. And you should make sure you at least have your high school diploma. Even if you end up not going to college, you should still make sure you have your diploma or GED. Alright, so that's all I really have to say for semester 2. So that's basically like a wrap up of my entire high school like career. If you guys want a story time on my cheer season, then just let me know in the comments and I will be happy to do that. So now it's time to like give you guys some piece of advice. Like I said at the beginning of my video, this advice isn't like necessarily something that I like say you guys need to use. It's just my suggestions based on my experience, so take it as you will. So I already gave you guys one piece of advice. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is when there's any type of school like function or event, I highly recommend going. I think that it's very important to be involved with your school. Not necessarily like dances and stuff, that's optional. Like for example, I didn't go to my prom because I didn't feel like it was worth it for the money, plus I didn't really have anyone to hang out with there, so I just didn't want to go. But like when it comes to games like football games, basketball games, you should go, because the like vibe and all that is so fun, and it's just so much energy and school spirit, and it's really like fun environment to go to. Another piece of advice for you guys is to avoid drama at all costs. Like, people aren't really worth your education, and you don't want to risk not being able to graduate because of petty drama, because like all drama in high school is petty drama. It's nothing, none of it is ever anything that's going to be important or anything like that. If it's that serious, call the police, make a report, whatever. Don't be petty at school about like Jessica kissed your boyfriend. Like, don't do that. That stuff is so petty, and it's just gonna end up causing you to get suspended or even expelled. I've seen students get expelled from like tiny little arguments in classrooms, and you don't want that to happen to you. Seniors, for your senior year, make sure you apply for scholarships as soon as possible. It's never too late to hop on like doing that, and you can literally get a scholarship for anything. So I suggest, if it applies to you, apply for that scholarship. Like, you could get a scholarship for being like black or Hispanic, Oriental, like based on your race, religion, all of that. You can get scholarships for being a part of the LGBTQ community, as small as being a female, and even little things like being left-handed. So I applied to very little scholarships, and I regret it. So make sure you apply to scholarships as soon as possible and apply for as many as you can, because there really is no limit. Also with that, if you're applying to colleges, make sure you apply to them as soon as possible. A lot of colleges will let you know like pretty quickly if you got into their college if you apply before their due date. Make sure you don't rush when you apply as well, because some of them may require essays for certain things. So don't rush on your essays. Take your time, and even you can ask your teachers in high school to like peer edit your essays, so they can like give you some tips or anything like that, or even your classmates, you can ask their opinions as well. So I suggest taking your time, but also make sure you get those applications in as soon as possible. Also, some colleges do cost money for like you to apply, so talk to your schools, because they most schools have ways that you can get that fee waived. Another piece of advice that like helped me out all throughout high school is to ask for help if you need it. Like, your classmates, your teachers, even like admin and stuff at school can help you out with almost everything. If you're struggling, make sure you talk to someone and get the help you need, because if you let that stuff just like stay within you, like that's gonna like take you down pretty quickly in school. So if you are struggling, ask for help. Don't just sit there and struggle. So all of my life, my mom has always told me that your education comes first, and I stand by that 100%. The only thing that I see that comes before your education is you yourself. I have gotten to the point where I was so stressed out about my school that I have been mentally messed up and like have had a lot of mental issues and mental problems. So do not overwhelm yourself and stress yourself out too much to where you're struggling mentally. Put your mental health before everybody else. Put your education before everyone else. You come first. So focus on yourself and do what you gotta do. Don't waste your time trying to get that cute boy's attention or beef with this one girl or whatever, beef with this one boy, whatever the case may be. Do not put anybody else before yourself and your education. If your grades start slipping, fix that. If your mental health is slipping, talk to someone. Talk to someone. Like, anybody is available to help you. And I know that there are some schools that have like horrible people. Every bad school has a person you can talk to. If you guys are ever struggling mentally or even with your education, any type of way, I am always here to talk to. I am always here to listen. I will listen to anybody about any issue that they're going with and try to help them as best as I can, especially when it comes to education. I try my best to help out whoever I can whenever it's convenient for them. And if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, I'm always here. Before I close up this video, there's a couple things that I want to say. For starters, congratulations to the class of 2023. You guys are at your senior year. I wish you guys the best of luck, and do use that advice that I told you, because trust me, it'll help you. If you don't want to, that's your decision. It's completely up to you. And good luck, and I hope to see all of you guys graduate. I hope every single one of you does the best that you can and come out strong and better motivated and a better person. I will be posting, even though I'm not going like back to high school, I am going to be posting like videos for college, because I will be doing college. So I'll be posting like school supplies for college and like, I guess, back to school hauls or something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I will post some videos like that for you guys, since back to school is like going on right now, so you guys have some of that kind of content to watch. And I don't know if she'll see this video, but I have a really close friend that I met as a senior, and she was a junior. Her name is Corinthia, and this is her senior year. So I just want to give a little special message to you, girl. Good luck, and I know you're going to do great. I don't really have to say good luck or anything like that. I know you're going to do great, and I know you're going to graduate, and I cannot wait to see you walk across that stage. You have worked your butt off and gone through a lot, and I'm happy to see where you're at right now. And I wish you the best of freaking luck your senior year. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Text me, whatever. I'll be there for you all throughout the year. I love you, and yeah, good luck. Alright, that is it for today's video. Good luck, everyone, to the next school year. I wish you guys the best of luck. Make sure you focus on your education so you're on track for graduation. If you are hitting your senior year right now, then congratulations and good job for making it to your senior year. I wish you the best of luck. If you're a freshman this year, stay focused. Do not lose track of your education. Stay on top of it, because it's easy to slip now too, where you'll have to be working on that your entire high school career. So stay focused too. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If you guys want to see any other videos from me, make sure you leave that in the comments below. Also, for the third time in this video, if you guys want to see me do a story time about my experience as a cheerleader, please let me know in the comments if that's what you want to see. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.